Well, let's back up for a second and ask the question, what is the purpose of life? Is the purpose of life to be moral?
Hi, welcome back. This video, we are watching a student that was asking a very powerful question, which is, can atheist be moral? Now, me, I already know the answer, but, enjoy the video. I'll let this play, and then maybe give commentary in between now at the end.
That atheists and agnostics, once they choose that path or their point of view, do you believe that they can't be as moral as Christians?
Oh no, atheists, agnostics can be just as moral as anybody else. The question isn't, do you need God to be moral? Do you have to believe in God to be moral? No, there's atheists that are very moral. The question is, can you justify morality without God? And that's the problem, right? It's not, can you act morally? Of course, atheists can act morally. The question is, can you justify what is moral without God? And I say, no, it's just your opinion if there's no God.
But how? I mean, if you're, for me, I was raised in a family with, I would say, not to sound conceited, but with very high morals.
Okay.
I respect everyone's point of views. I'm very open-minded.
Good.
So how would God influence me to be more moral, even if, I think of myself and people tell me that I'm a decent and moral person?
Well, let's back up for a second and ask the question, what is the purpose of life? Is the purpose of life to be moral?
I don't know. That's no, I wouldn't. Well, that's I guess I would say no, but
What is the purpose then?
To make the world a better place.
That would be then being moral. Why?
Well, yeah, I guess, yeah, in a sense it would be. So that our children and grandchildren can live.
Who cares? We're ultimately going to burn out one day, so what's the ultimate purpose?
So that we can live longer and humans can stay on the earth longer.
So what? Ultimately, it's all we're going to spin out, we're going to heat death.
Okay.
So is there any ultimate purpose? There may be short-term purposes, but no ultimate purpose.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so...
Yeah. In the very long term.
Right. In the very long term, there's no purpose. So why even care about the short term then?
Because I care about my children and grandchildren.
Right, but so did Stalin. And that Stalin lived a great life for himself and his children and
grandchildren. I want to stop there first for a few seconds and just show you one of the things that they usually don't see. What is the purpose of life if there is no somebody above you that gives you a purpose? If you are the one that gives yourself a purpose, what stops another person's purpose from trampling over your own purpose? You see, like he said, he was saying something like he grew up in a moral household. What makes that thing that he's doing moral? Because you can go to another society and that same thing you are doing, they don't consider it. Because this is the simple definition of moral. Moral is not necessarily doing something that helps your neighbor. Not necessary. Moral, in its basic definition, is the standard on which right and wrong is judged. And if it's subjective, it means you can go to an area and stealing to them is moral. To them, if you leave your things outside and someone takes it, you can't go to anybody to report and say, hey, he took from me. Because the person knows that in this city, I can take from you, you can take from me. In fact, they don't care. Like there's a story of a place that I heard about where before the marriage, the auntie must sleep with the husband. Before marriage. Now, if you bring that culture to America or to some other countries, they will say, whoa, that is immoral. But to them, it's, what do you mean immoral? That is how we live our life. So when we say morality, without a God or a standard to say, okay, this is right and this is not right, everything is what they call it, is free for all. You can do whatever you like. If you want to sleep with 10 women, you can sleep with 10 women. If you want to do, whether you even say, oh, it's a societal thing, it means if in this society somebody comes and invade, many people don't know that war is real. So especially when you listen to Americans talk, they keep forgetting that this world is divide and conquer. Anything can happen. Tomorrow morning, somebody who have been preparing war for the last 30 years can just invade. and all your so-called morality will die. If China were to invade today, or one country, God forbid, were to invade and decide that, okay, the morality of the Chinese, that is what they are bringing to the Americas, will that thing that you are doing still be considered moral? That is why when Frank always said it, he said, you can do moral thing, but you cannot justify why you are doing it. Yes, you didn't take his thing, but you can't really justify why. What is the purpose? Just like he was asking him. He says, oh, it's to take care of your children. What is the purpose? Do you know the ultimate end of atheism? The ultimate end of atheism is suicide, is death. That's the ultimate end. Because if you follow it till the end, there is nothing waiting. And what is the point? Especially when you push it to the real end of atheism is materialism, existentialism, where it's just, I'm just existing. So what is now the point? Let's continue this video. This is a very powerful video.
Children by killing everybody around him and taking their stuff.
Yeah, he's a bad person. So yeah.
But
I mean,
what do you mean by bad?
he's killing other people.
Why is that wrong?
Because it's
Why?
I mean,
Why
it's
is
not
he a
good
bad
to
person?
kill other people.
Why not?
Because
Why?
that's I mean, that's what most
Who
people
said?
would say.
Yeah, but who said? Hitler said it was good to kill
generations-
other people.
This most-
Stalin said it was good to kill it. Why is that wrong? Why are they wrong?
because they killed millions of people. And
I know, but why is
desecrating the
killing
human
millions
race.
of people wrong if there's no God?
Because I mean, I would just say because it's ruining the human race and it's
Right, but it presupposes that there's some value to human beings, right? It presupposes that, okay? Well, why are there values to human beings if we're here through a Darwinistic process
But why?
that didn't have us in mind? There's no ultimate purpose to life. See, one of the problems when you're trying to discover morality is there can be no morality without purpose. Just a practical example. You can't say that your quarterback throwing a touchdown is better than your quarterback throwing an interception unless you know what the purpose of the game is. And you can't know whether a particular action that we take in the real world is good or bad unless you know what the purpose of life is. And so all this involves a purpose, and that involves...
Oh, I have to stop there. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is, oh, he finished it. Oh, I'm going to put that on a t-shirt. There can be no morality without purpose. If the only reason you are living is just to live, there's no purpose, there's no end game, then whatever you are doing is ultimately useless or meaningless. That's why he asked him, why is killing someone else wrong if there is no value to human life? And if you say there's value to human life, who determines the value? Because if it's me that can determine the value, Hitler had the right to say, well, every German is as valuable as 10,000 Jews, so we should wipe them out. And if we follow through the atheistic mindset, there is nothing wrong with it. It's correct. The truth is, most atheists cannot be true atheists. They try, but if they really follow atheism, the place it ends is darkness. It is pure darkness. Without God, there's no purpose. Without God, morality has no meaning. It has almost, there is no point. It's just like the way fishes die. When 10,000, maybe a whale will swallow 10,000 fish. So the fish that died, he wasn't living for anything. The reason he was living for probably was to die. But we humans, we believe we have something extra, something valuable. But the only reason that is considerable is because that value did not come from you. It came from somebody higher than you. Without morality or without purpose, there is no morality. I love that. I love that so much. In the end, the answer is without God, atheists cannot be moral. In the sense that they can't justify what morality is. Can an atheist do what a Christian does without God? Certainly. But will it have meaning? No. No. So an atheist can decide to only have one wife, but what is the purpose of having only one wife? If there's nothing telling you that is wrong, what is the an atheist can stay without getting married. Why should an atheist get married? What is the point? Especially under the government. Why should you get married? So without God, there is no purpose for everything, for anything. Without an objective cover up that is going to say, okay, this is the how I want things to be. You cannot have purpose in anything that you do. If you like this video, I would like you to do me a favor. Just hit the like button, subscribe, comment. I always like to read your comment and respond to any questions you have. God bless you and see you in the next one.